Welcome to another Zincast, and we got snow to talk about. I mean, it's not like an epic snowstorm. We're not talking feet, but we got snow to talk about. For the fact that it's February 26th, and some folks in the tri-state area, Bergen County, Rockland County, even maybe New York City, might see more snow Monday night into Tuesday than they've seen all year. So, yeah, let's dive in. Let's take a look at some developments overnight. Models trended a little bit colder. Main reason is that the main low pressure system a little bit weaker. So, cold air holds on longer, and the warm air is unable to ride up against it. So, we'll look at it. Why am I explaining it with my hands? Let's look at the screen and actually look at it. So here's GFS, 12Z GFS, which just ran about an hour ago, right? This is about 1 p.m. Tomorrow. And as you can see, as we get through the day, this is now tomorrow evening. The low pressure system is here, but it's going to try to transfer to the coast. So it kind of stops moving north, right? And that's why you're seeing actually a little bit more snow further south. Yesterday, that battleground line was more like that. And now you can see that the battleground line is a little bit further south. Yeah, good. So a little bit more cold air, but not as strong storm. Also means not as dynamic a storm. Less moisture precip to work with. So again, this is not an epic blockbuster. Also, I want to be clear: New York City, you will mix. Okay, I just think where it was Rockland County being that battleground, like I said, where that's where you're gonna have the mixing and the ice and the rain and so on. Points south of that were all rain. Now that's kind of shifted a little bit further south. Though I still think Rockland County, you might get into some mixing issues. All right, so let's go ahead and just take a look. And obviously you could see as the storm actually starts ramping up off the coast, it's a little too far off the coast. So all the nicer bands are for the fish, shall we say. Okay. All right. And then the storm does clear out tomorrow. So let's take a look at a little more zoomed in view. Again, this is still the GFS, and let's go ahead and take a look at it. So GFS start time has it somewhere around 7 p.m. I could see, depending on where you are, between 7 and 10 p.m. is when you're going to start seeing some flakes. But again, you do see that the warm air does win out and does ride north. So again, like I said, New York City, Long Island, points south of that, you're definitely mixing, and you're definitely changing to rain at some point. And then, of course, it does move out. And again, you kind of see that low pressure when it starts getting its act together off the coast. It's well off the coast. So again, a lot of stuff for the fish there. A lot of good dynamics for the fish. Let us take a look at the NAM. Yeah, I mean, we're still not in the NAM wheelhouse, but I don't think the NAM has a wheelhouse. But we are, in the mid-range of the NAM. And you can actually see, again, between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. is when you get the snow start breaking out. This is, again, tomorrow evening, Monday evening. And it goes through about 7 a.m., 10 a.m., right? So 12-hour storm, quick hitter, 12-hour storm. And that's kind of just the breakdown, right? So my main concern specifically for like Rockland County points south are, first off, look at your temperatures during the day tomorrow, okay? This is surface temperatures. You're above freezing. In fact, you're above freezing, well north as well, right? And then as the day goes on, the temperatures do begin to drop. So now we're about like 7 p.m., but you could see that freezing line, right? You're like right at freezing when this storm starts. So that's where I'm like, even for Rockland County, Bergen County, if you're at 32, maybe 33 degrees, it's having a hard time sticking, right? Specifically on the warmer surfaces. On the colder surfaces, sure, but on the roads, maybe a little bit hard time sticking. So, and you can see how the temperatures progress. And then actually tomorrow afternoon, after the storm is gone, you see the temperatures do get above freezing. So, I said I got a snow map. Let's not waste any time. Let's try to make this video short. Too late. Here is the snow map that I made. Look, Central Jersey down south, I got nothing for you. Maybe you see a flake before, it changes all to rain. New York City, most of Long Island. Listen, I have you in the 1 to 3, but it could really be a trace to 3. Okay? You definitely changing over, so this is beforehand. It's going to be on the colder surfaces. I don't really see any travel issues, but hey, it's probably more snow than you've seen all season, so you'll take it, right? I have this band here, 2 to 4. That is where I think like the main battleground is. Snow, ice, rain, back and forth. You stay more snow, you'll get 2. You'll be closer to 4. You mix more, you'll be closer to 2. Again, I have it as a narrow band, but I feel like this could almost go into Rockland County. I'm not sold that Rockland County stays all snow. That being said, I do have Rockland County in the 3 to 6. But again, like I said, if there's mixing involved, then it'd be more than 2 to 4. And again, those surface temperatures are right on that freezing border. So maybe the warmer surfaces you don't get as much snow. But I do think that this might be a plowable snow finally, right, for Rockland County. I mean, it should be, right, even with the 2 to 4. Okay. All right. Points north of that. Look, I have Orange County in the 3 to 6. I can see that being 4 to 8, and I have this 5 to 10. This really should be a 4 to 8. The reason why I have 5 to 10 is because I could see places in the higher elevations, Poconos, Catskill Mountains, where you squeeze out 9, 10 inches. So those are like isolated, but this is mainly going to be 4 to 8. And Orange County, again, I could see that in the 4 to 8 as well. So this is my thinking in the snow map. We'll see. We'll check tomorrow, see if there's any changes. There's changes. I'll issue a new map, but I do like this call with my little verbal modifications that I've had. Yeah. So that's it. That's the snow map. I can't believe it's February 26th, and this is only the second snow map I've made. The first snow map, by the way, I made was really for the interior. That was that snowstorm that hit about 2 feet of snow, like about 20 inches of snow in like the Hunter Mountain region. I made a snow map for that one. Down here was slop. It was nothing. Started off as a little snow and then got well washed away. So let's see if we can stay away from that happening, at least in the Rockland County area. And all with school closings for all the kids watching this video or the teachers. Again, based off of the timing and how Tuesday warms up, I can see delay definitely because snow ends between, let's say, 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. So, but a closing, if they just want to throw you all a bone because, hey, hasn't had a closing all year. I mean, do they bank these days or something? Like, at this point, they might be like, oh, let's just close. Forget about it. It's February 26th. Like, when's the next time it may snow, right? It is March in a couple of days. So, they might just close on the 28th. It was the last day of February. So who knows? But I would say I would bank for that 2-hour delay, definitely. Closing, that's if they're feeling generous. All right. And speaking of more snow, this is something to look forward to. Let's just fast forward to this weekend. And you can see around March 3rd, there's something being hinted on the models. Thing I don't like about this is obviously the low track inland. That's a loud vehicle. But what I do really like about this is this very strong high pressure system to the north. So it will be interesting, to say the least, what happens here. It's still way too early to tell. So we'll pay attention to that. But for now, we have this to deal with. And again, like I said, this for snow lovers, you've been starved to see snow. This is, specifically in the Rockland and Bergen County areas, even in the Orange County area. Yeah, you're going to see some snow. So hopefully no mixing. But like I said, at least for points north of Rockland. Rockland, I still see some mixing. Bergen, higher chances of mixing. New York City, definitely mixing. To rain. Again, I have 1 to 3 before it changes over, but if it all gets washed away, did it happen? That's my... If you can't put the ruler in it, did it happen? All right, folks, listen, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I make these videos. And if I update my map tomorrow, something like that, make another short video. And comment. Let me know how much snow you think you're going to see in your area. And yeah, that's about it. Have a good one, everyone.